welcome back to Tigerchicksresinjungle. So this week's Christmas themed item is going to be the Let's Resin gingerbread men. I ordered the set. It comes with 2 different molds. This one has 3 different designs. This one has 3 other designs. I'm going to start with this one, and then if I end up having extra, which I probably will because this says it only takes 7 ounces, and I'm going to mix up 9 ounces. But what I'm mixing up this week is the Let's Resin Magic Pour. And it's a powder. It's a 3-to-1 by weight. So I have weighed out my 9 ounces of powder. I've got my 3 ounces of water. And I'm going to be mixing them together, but I do have to actually color them up before I pour them in the mold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my color to my water. And then I'm going to add my water to my powder and mix. Then we're going to pour it. Hopefully we'll get some nice gingery looking gingerbread people. And then we'll make them all pretty after they're done. Alright, so let me add a little bit of color to my water here. Let me get my mold out of my way for the moment. So I watched a bunch of videos on how to use the Magic Pour before I decided to try the Magic Pour. And from what I've seen, according to Let's Resin's videos, you should add your color, which this color came with the kit. It's a acrylic paint, it's raw umber, so it's a brown. But I'm going to take a little of my at-home acrylic white and add it to it because I don't want a super dark brown. I want it to be a light brown. So I'm going to add a little bit of color to it to get it to the color I want it to be. And I may actually have to add in, I don't know, I may have to add in some other color because it does come with, the kit does come with several colors. Move this out of the way. You get black, purple, blue, lemon yellow, deep red, Verdian green, and an orchard yellow, which I actually may add to my brown to make it a little bit more gingery looking and not just brown. So let me open this up because I don't have it open because I just got this in the mail and this is my very first attempt at trying it. Let me get rid of this. Alright, so I've got my colors. I've got my water. I need a mixer. Also comes with a mixer. So I just need to open this up. And then I will have a new stir. Because I don't want to use my old stir. Because that's got resin and colors and all sorts of stuff on it. So this one came with the kit. We'll use this one. Okay, I'm back with a fresh bottle of water. 3 ounces. I've heated it up a little bit so it's warmer. So hopefully the paint will mix in a little bit better. Guess that's gingerbread-ish. I mean, let's see. Let's try something. Hold on. I think it'll be okay. I think that whisk really works. I think I'll add some more yellow. A little bit more yellow, a little bit more red. Smidge more red. So I don't want it to be too red. Let's take that off for now. We're going to use you. This seems to work really well for mixing it up. Yeah, that's not dark. Definitely need to hold it and do it one hand. I'm just going back and forth. I'm not really going around in the circles like this. I'm just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Oh, that's better. That's looking a little bit more orangey. All right, I think I'm going to go with this color. And we'll find out what it looks like when we mix it in with the resin, when we mix it in with the magic pour and see what color it turns out. All right. So, didn't need the white. Well, I did throw a little white in there, didn't I? Well, I'll make sure this is mixed really well, which it seems to be. I don't see any more stuff hanging around down there. All right, put on my mask. Just because I'm going to be adding it into the powder. And we'll be mixing it with this. So, pour it a little bit at a time. And mix it in. Actually, we'll just pour it all in. Be done with it. There we go. All of it's in. Yeeka. Ouch. Good lordies. I'm making a mess. Alright, let's do this. Okay, here we go. It's a little thicker than I was expecting, but I think it's okay. I don't want it to be too thin. It says you're supposed to pour it, you're supposed to stir it for like 30 seconds. That's pretty well mixed up with that. I'm going to use this just to get all of the sides and the bottom really well. So make sure we get all the color. Get everything stirred in here. I think that's a good color. Kind of creamy looking. Alright. I think this is as mixed as it needs to be. Alright. Now, should have probably used a smaller cup, but I can try and pour it this way. Can you see what I'm doing? Let me pour it. Let me move this over here. Pour it a little bit in here. I don't really know how much I need per guy. This is a little thick. And of course, here comes the husband. Oops. I'm making a mess. Severe mess. All right. Hi, welcome back. Okay, well, it's been about an hour just because I was busy. So it's time to demold these guys and see how they turned out. Let's see. Where do we want to start? Let's start with the top ones. Ooh, couple little bubbles, but they look very nice. There we go. Put them over there. Ooh, this one's got a bubble. And a little bit of overpour here, but look, actually cracked off nicely. All gone, no more overpour. All right, not too worried about that little bubble. All right, let's see how these guys did. Not exactly the gingerbread color I was going for, but they still look cute. All right. Look at that. Got a couple little bubbles everywhere I did them. A couple little bubbles, but that's okay. All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh, I like him. Get that little bit off. A little bit between his legs. I like that you can just knock off the little bits and pieces. Now we're going to have to color him up, make him pretty. Okay, let's see. All right. Another one. Ooh, oh, he got a big bubble. I tried to tap him out, but that's okay. No gingerbread. Can't expect them to be perfect, right? All right. There we go. A couple more little spots. Oh, I can get that off of there. They're adorable, though. I can't wait to see what these are going to look like in actual resin. I'm definitely going to have to clean my mold up. There we go. Ooh, isn't he cute? And they actually look pretty gingerbready. I think they're actually pretty nice. I like how easy they are to demold. Except this one's being fickle. There we go. All right. Look at that. Okay. And we got the last one here. Now, I'll be smart and start with the hat. All right. Little bits here and there. This definitely needs to be cleaned up. But look at how our gingerbread people turned out. Look how cute they are. We got a couple with no faces, but they're holding candy canes. Got a couple with Santa hats. We got our lollipop guys. All right. And yes, we did have some bubbles, but I'm not going to worry about it. Because it's resin. It's art. It's never perfect. I mean, it'd be nice if it were perfect, but it's never going to be perfect. Because it's just how it is. All right, now let me get my markers out. My set of markers so we can do some coloring. Let's see. All right, since it's Christmas, we need red, white, green for sure, at least. So let's see here. Oh, and we definitely need black. Black. All right, let's start with the guys with the hats. All right, move everybody out of the way here. And we'll do up do up my little guys. What do we got? Let's see. Let's do this guy up. See, okay. Get them little black buttons. Oh, hold on a second. You know what I need? I need glasses. I can't see. Oh, much better. Now I can see what I'm doing, which is much better. Much better. There we go. He's got buttons. Should we give him black eyes? Maybe black eyes. There we go. You could give him a little. I can give him a red hat. Oh, these are double-sided markers, so I could do two sides at once. So we're going to give him a little red hat here. It definitely feels different than resin because it's not resin. It's kind of like a plaster kind of a thing. Alright. That looks pretty good. We need some white. Ugh. There we go. Alright, I gotta get that white in those spots here. There we go, much better. I do think he looks cute. I think I'm going to give him a green scarf. That sounds like a plan, don't it? Here we go. Oh, doesn't he look cute? Alright, let me fix up his little red hat here. Get this down here more. There we go. Fix up this. There we go. Beautiful. Get that little red in there. And, oh, let's see. What color? I think his mouth should be white. Let's give him a white mouth. That's not white. The white I want. I want this one. And we'll give him a little glint in his eye. There we go. All right, one down. 8 more to go. All right, I'll be back when I get them all done. You don't want to watch me do this. This would be a long time of watching. Okay, they're all colored up. We've got this one with a red hat and a green scarf. This guy I completely colored. Gave him a red lollipop and a red scarf. Got a green hat. I did a gold and red hat. We got some guys that didn't have faces. I'm not so good at faces, so Our little gingerbread men are meh. But we got candy canes and they're colored. So, how'd you think I did for my very first magic pour? Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe. Definitely hit that like button because that helps the channel, gets it out, gets my videos to more people who can then see them and hopefully enjoy them as much as you do. And until next week, bye.